So yeah, that's Petey's store. We'll introduce him tomorrow if we're there again. Yeah, we've got the party coming up soon, and it's tough on the liver, man.
Party time.
We're fucking knackered.
Yeah, check out
Hey. Yeah, boy! Hey, buddy.
All right, everyone, Matt Connerton Unleashed. We have a special interview with the guys from Signified, who are across the pond, so to speak, from Liverpool. And they're here right now, actually, in the U.S. touring. And we have on the phone with us right now Ash Welch, who is or Welsh rather, who is vocals and guitar. And also Brian and Keith Hill are there, the rhythm section. They are brothers. So, Ash, welcome to the show.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Nice to meet you.
Ash joining us by phone tonight. And, of course, you guys just signed with Transit Music Group for representation here in the U.S. and I guess Europe as well. Is that correct for your touring dates?
Indeed, yes. It was our first sort of dipping the toe in through TMG. It's all going swimmingly so far, really.
Great, great. And where are you guys tonight? Where are you right now as you call here?
We're actually in Drumlin Studios, Drumlin Down, just in East Kingston, doing another little session recording, getting a couple of tracks, hopefully released in a couple of months. It's been quite an eventful couple of days, laying the guitars, the drums, and the vocals you can hear by my scratchy vocal cords at the moment.
Yeah, so you guys are busy. You're not just here to tour, but you're recording as well. That's great. You're really making the most of the time.
Oh, indeed. Well, you have to, really. When you travel all this way, I mean, it was quite the buckle getting here. We had a transfer of flights, cancelled flights, and we had an hour, funnily enough, for our first show in New York.
Oh, wow.
We played the R Bar in New York, and literally we had an hour from the time we left the airport, got to the apartment, ditched our bags, picked up our gear, our drums and everything, and arrived at the venue sort of literally 1 hour before we were due on the stage. So it was a little bit of a sweaty brow moment, to say the least.
Wow, that's rock and roll, though.
Oh, yeah. Nice cold beers are waiting for us as well, which is good.
Yeah. Hi, Keith. Welcome to the show. Good to talk to you.
Hey, man.
So you guys, it's you and your brother in the band, and have you and what's your brother's name?
Brian.
Brian. Have you and Brian been in other bands prior to Signified? Together,
in
terms of playing together?
Long way back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've seen a lot of the States, but it's the first time over this way, East Coast.
Right.
But yeah, it's great. Fantastic.
Yeah, and I was saying to your singer there that it's interesting that you guys are not just here touring, but you're also making the most of the time, obviously, because you're recording as well. And I read online that I guess you guys had already done a couple of EPs, and then you decided to shelve them because they weren't up to snuff or up to the standard that you had set. Is that true?
We sort of went through that kind of thing where it wasn't. I mean, the songs were good and everything, but we just kind of hit a wall and thought, right, we want to do this kind of style, and what we just basically go and write from scratch.
Yeah.
And since then, we feel the songs, a lot better.
Yeah, that's good. Is it a hard? I mean, I'm a musician myself, and I've done some recording, so I'm always interested about the process of making decisions like that. Was that a difficult decision to come to when you've already put all that work into recording a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, you've sorted everything out. The tracks are ready to go, and then. But it's kind of a brave decision from a band's point of view, just to sort of go. It's not worth putting them out just because we've spent time on them. It was worth the wait.
Yeah. I commend you for that, because a lot of bands will, after they've already expended the time, say, well, good enough, and we can always record some things later. But it is a brave decision, like you said, to say, okay, well, we want to put out the very best thing that we can, and we don't want someone to hear something that we're not entirely happy with. So that's really good.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
That's really good. And now, how long are you in the States for? Because you're playing a bunch of shows here, correct?
Yeah, we're here till the 11th. The 11th. It's Manchester. We're playing to X. Boston Friday. We've got a radio show as well.
Okay. And how many shows are you playing while you're here?
5, 6, yeah.
Fantastic. And how did you meet Dave Roberge from Transit Music Group?
We were just in touch online, really, and it was like, it'd be really cool to work with you guys, and vice versa. It was just like a meeting of minds. He loved the music, and we was just like, let's go and do it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And Dave's a great guy and works with a lot of really good talent. Ash was saying too, it was a little close with the New York show. I guess you guys got there an hour before you were supposed to hit the stage.
I just say, mate, that's rock and roll, isn't it? You just get there, but I mean, we were knackered, but that's what we lived for, just to play live anyway. So we were just totally stoked.
Yeah.
Just to turn up and play New York, who would have thought it?
Exactly. And let me ask you this. How do you describe your music? Because I definitely hear what sounds like a variety of influences to me. I mean, it's rock, but it's maybe a little bit of a punk edge, but also maybe a little alternative, almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in there. We just describe ourselves as like a power trio. I mean,
yeah.
We make a lot of noise for 3 people.
I was going to say, you have a nice, big, expansive sound for a 3-piece.
Yeah, sure.
Is it different? Are the crowds different? Is the process of getting to the venue and dealing with all that different?
I think, well, crowds in the US are always, up for a good time and sort of like listening to what you do, respect what you do.
Yeah.
Of course, you get places that might be a bit indifferent.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, over here we've always enjoyed playing here, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic, man. Thank you very much, my mate.
All right, absolutely. Thank you.
So we're going to start up with Mad Bob's. A little bit. It'll be all good. There's the K-Man. You ready, bro?
Yeah, always ready.
Good stuff.
So it's not ready, but I'm ready.
Situation we can find. Life was in progress, different kind of protest, difference made by you and I. Telling you compassion, useless indiscretion, a sense we've been alive. What you say, why you do that too? What you think it means? What do you wanna do? Quarter past your attention, taken by me too, and rid of freedom on purpose, made our each day. For some life of decay, that seems no other real way. Quiet, frequent routine. What you say, why you do that? What you think it
UnregularRadio.com.
So we got another British guest in, or British's guest, whatever, plural, Signified of England. Here they are.
when you feel like life is on, keeps you on the edge of your seat. Whether beat moves fast or slow, makes you want to move your feet. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. When you feel life's been missold, gives you on the edge of your seat. Seven beats per world so low. Demons less than discreet. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. You fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Standing on my fingers, you fend for yourself. Hiding from yourself. Hiding from yourself. Hiding from yourself. Hiding from yourself. Cheers very much, guys.
Thank you.
Badass. Signified. Liverpool, England. Not New England, because that's where we are right here in Boston, Massachusetts. This is your host, Dave Crespo, music director here at Unregular Radio. I'm sitting here in studio with Signified and company.
Indeed.
What's up? We got Ash, we got Brian, we got Keith. Three-piece hard rockin' band from Liverpool, England, which is it's kind of well known for
There's some band there. What's the name again? There's a band.
Was it? I don't know.
Beatles,
maybe there might not be a band from there. I forget.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you guys consider yourself metal?
Power trio, suppose, like metal, yeah, hard rock, yeah.
We're kind of diverse in what we do, so we can kind of play to whatever crowd and try and win them over, So
you're like a bridge band.
We've done a gig in Amsterdam once, and we had a hip hop band end up jamming with us. You had a guy dive on decks and a guy rapping with us, and that was that was wild.
So the band, Signified, that is.
Yeah.
Liverpool, England, formed in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like 6 years after the formation of the band? What's changed, I guess?
The music has definitely evolved, hasn't it?
Yeah, it took us a while really to find our own style.
That was 2006.
Yeah, that was 2006.
Yeah.
And we've worked gigging. We've hit the UK extensively, all over the show there.
Some shows in Europe.
Shows in Europe and such, and just kind of still popping at it really, and really playing with even the digital side of things. It's something we're going to be pushing a little further in the next recordings. Even touching with a bit of an electro sprinkle to the music as well. So there's been loads of things going behind doors, as well as kind of how we've been sort of steamrolling as well. We wanted to really kind of push ourselves a little bit more experimentally and kind of try a few different things and branch out a bit. I mean, Brian,
did you bring some different toys into the scenario?
We've had a string quartet play with us. We've had
turntables and stuff like
turntables.
We actually brought the string quartet over on a laptop.
Yeah, we've got they're hidden inside a laptop. We were going to use them today, but I think it was by the time we got a little lost around Boston.
That has to be illegal to put people inside. So that's like
just don't tell TSA, man.
Prisoner. Oh man. Well, let's get into one of your songs before we run out of time here. Seeking Comfort is what recording is this off of?
This is
the self-titled EP. Which is called Self-Titled.
It came out in 2010, right?
That's the one, yeah. That's the
Excellent.
One. And this was initially conceived over a bottle of Southern Comfort.
SoCo. That's disgusting.
No, man.
I'm not a SoCo person.
Yeah, no, it was a bottle later, and suddenly the light bulbs were above our heads. And this tune brought out. And luckily, it was one of those drunk songs that stuck the next day, and we evolved it, and it just kind of...
it was like one of those times that literally you were lying on the kitchen and you looked up and all there was was the light bulb.
That's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Exactly that, yeah.
Nice.
You know us too well, man. You know us too well.
We got Signified here on Spo Says in studio. This is their tune off their self-titled 2010 effort, Seeking Comfort. We'll be back in after the song. There it is, Signified, Seeking Comfort. That was badass. So you guys recorded that when you were drunk, or you?
No, a little bit drunk, not very drunk. Though. No, it was conceived while drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, like many of us, probably around the table as well. To be honest.
Have you guys gone out to any other? Well, I mean, I know you've been to New York.
Yep.
On this tour, and you're going to New Hampshire, and you're going to play down at McGann's in Boston tonight. But where else have you been? Not necessarily on this tour, but on other tours.
Oh well, I've this is my first venture over to the States, but the lads you've come and conquered 19 states in one of your last tours, didn't you?
Really?
Yeah, it was
But we did. I mean, we roughed it in a van.
I think it was like 19 different states.
But you guys are at McGann's tonight. Anything special planned for the Boston show of your tour?
No, just looking forward to getting to use our synth and click stuff, because obviously with us being a three-piece, we wanted to add a few different elements to the live show if possible. And as I mentioned before, we had a quartet record for us, and it's nice to kind of bring that element to the show. It pricks people's ears up, you know. So it's going to be nice to throw that in the set tonight. Really, it's going to be nice just to play with some. Yeah. Sort of nice varied bands, really, to be honest. So
yeah, it's a good bill. I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Been a pleasure, mate.
Thank you very much.
Problem,
good luck tonight. Rock it. We'll get into the top 5. We'll be back with the rest of it.
Did you get the noise? Too quickly. Undercover kind of boy. This is Cecil, by the way.
Cecil, yeah.
So how are you, Cecil? You good?
Go fuck yourself. Cecil be your regular.
No, it's officially Kurt, but we've rebranded.
Welcome to America, go fuck yourself.
We learned that one.
His fucking cheeks like out like a fucking... I know. Storage simple. Good. Oh, I know. White.